Hey everyone, my name is Daniel, and in this video, we're going to take a look at all the new feature releases for Microsoft Forms that came out in the month of March 2024. And as a bonus, there is another feature that is soon to release for Microsoft Forms, and I'll go ahead and cover that as well. So stick around because this is both important and very exciting. But first, here's my intro video. So these are the new features that I'm going to be covering in this video. And the bonus is the pre-fill link, which is a new feature that is going to come out in the near future, and I'll cover that as well. So let's go and start with the Forms data sync to Excel. So this new feature works for both new and existing Microsoft Forms. And as an example, I'm taking one of my existing Microsoft Forms. When I click on it, I go to the responses section, and over here you see this little message which says analyze and explore up-to-date results in Excel. And it shows me my Excel spreadsheet which is tied to these results. So when I click on it, it works and opens up on the web browser Excel. That's the only place that this functionality works. And as it's opening up, it says syncing. Once it's done syncing, it'll actually tell us that this workbook syncs automatically with changes in Microsoft Forms. So this only works on the browser version of it. It doesn't work on your desktop. So don't go ahead and export this and open it up from your desktop Word Excel. You won't actually see the same effect over here. And as an example, check this out. All right, so it is now in synchronizing right up from the oldest to the newest. So if I go to the bottom, you will see that the last row item ID is 111, which is 111. But if I go now on the right side and I'm actually going up and filling up this form, basically everything that I need to do, click on submit. And once I finish that up, you see over here, it automatically went in and added that 112. So it's pretty neat because if your form is for some kind of an event or survey or something, and you are responsible to get real-time information about how the survey is doing, all you have to do is now open up that Excel spreadsheet and see as the new feeds come in. You no longer have to keep refreshing your browser and doing that again and again and hopefully you get the latest information. No, now you can guarantee that you will get the latest information just by opening up the Excel spreadsheet and viewing it in the browser. So one tip I want to share with you is that go ahead and keep it as is, which is sorted. The ID column is sorted in the ascending, because I'll show you what I mean. If I go ahead and now sort this in the largest to the smallest, so now you have the 46 on the bottom and the 112, which was right on the top. Now watch this, all right? So if I go ahead and now resubmit this form right now, the new feed has come in. See, it says synchronized form, but I don't see it on the top. If I scroll all the way to the bottom, that's where I see the new one. See, 113, that's the new item. So it doesn't recognize the ascending and the descending. It'll always make sure that the new item goes right to the bottom. So that's one little tip that I want to share. But other than that, this feature is pretty awesome. So the second one is called practice mode for quiz. And I already talked about this back in January of 2024. However, it was also announced in this month, so I thought I'll go and walk you through that one more time. So here I have a quiz, and it's important that you understand that this is not a form, this is a quiz, because this functionality only works for a quiz. And I have over here a very simple quiz. It's actually a math one. It is, what is 1 plus 1? You and I know, that's a 2. And then what's 1 minus 1? Well, that's a 0. And I've also gone ahead and identified those as the correct one. So the 2 over there, that's the correct one. And then the 0, that's the correct one. Now, on the top right, when I go ahead and click on the ellipsis, I click on the settings, you've got this option for quiz. And you turn on the practice mode. When you turn it on, the practice mode actually kicks in, and it's also going in and saving it over there. And as the text says, respondents can practice at their own pace and see correct answers for each question before submitting. So let's go ahead and actually test it. So I'll go and click on preview, practice mode is on, and now I'll go and say for 1 plus 1, I'll deliberately make a mistake. I'll just go and say 3, and I'll go and click on submit. But it's coming back with a, hey, nice try, you are almost there, try again. Now, the message we came up is only because you are in practice mode. Now, I know what 1 plus 1 is. I'm going to click on 2, and I'll go and click on submit. And now it says, hey, great effort for your progress. So this is neat. Practice mode actually also goes ahead and encourages you, which is neat. So let's do the next one just as a test. 1 minus 1, say I deliberately say 1, and I go and click on submit. It comes back and says, Nice try, you are almost there. Try again. I'll go and do it correctly this time. I'll go and go on 0, click on submit, and it says great effort for the progress. So this is how the practice mode works. It is not the real test, it is actually helping you prepare for the real test. Hence the term practice mode, and it only works for the quiz. So number 3 is the Microsoft Forms app. And by app, it actually is an application that you can run on your local operating system. So on my Windows 11 operating system, if you don't already see Microsoft Store, go ahead and do a search for it. And once you find it, click on it. And when it opens up, on the top, there is the search apps for games, movies, and more. Simply just go and do a search for Microsoft Forms. When you do that, one of the first ones that you will see over here is Microsoft Forms. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on install, and once it comes to the install, it says starting to download. It's gone ahead and started the downloading with 1% already completed. It's finished the downloading. It's actually now completing the last piece, which is the installing, and there you go. It has completed. So now if I go and click on open, your desktop app version of it opens. So you no longer need to go to your browser to build Microsoft Forms. You can do that directly in your desktop. Now keep in mind that you will have to sign in and authenticate to make sure that you can see your existing forms as well. So this is what I'm going to do. See, this is brand new. It hasn't even signed in. So I'll click on actually the sign in. It is going ahead and loading. Let me go and finish up putting in all my credentials. And once I've completed it, what you see over here is very similar to what I actually have on my browser side. You see how it is? Because you're literally seeing the same thing. The big advantage I have is that I no longer need the browser. I can directly do everything on my desktop side, which is pretty awesome. Now, keep one thing in mind, that as of right now, you need internet connection for the desktop form app to work. This will not work in offline. And again, this is for right now. Maybe in the future that will change, but as of right now, when this has just released in the month of March of 2024, you will need internet connection for this to fully function, and it is full fidelity. By full fidelity, I mean it gives you all the features and functionalities, which means you can go ahead and build your new form, you can go ahead and build your new quiz, and you can go ahead and see your existing forms of quiz that you build. This is pretty neat because now everything can be done on the desktop side. Number 4 is the ability to disable the questions number in the form. And this is for those scenarios where your form is very relaxed. It is not an official business type of a form. It is just to go ahead and get some information from you, or for you to sign up for a very informal event. It's for a very informal type of a form where the numbering doesn't matter. So take, for example, this form that I have over here. It is for monthly potluck lunch event form. And when you go and see this form, this is where you just need to give in your name, any email address or contact information. Hey, when is your birthday month? And so on and so forth. Just to go and grab some information for a very informal event. And in these cases, you really have no use for the numbers 1, 2, 3 to basically say which question it is. It doesn't matter in this specific scenario. So now you can go and click on this ellipsis, which is the settings on the top right. Click on the settings, and you've got this function called disable question numbers for respondents. Now keep in mind, when I click on this box over here, when I click on the check over here, the numbers still show up. However, if I go ahead and now use the form, which I'm going to do a preview, and I start using it, you will see that the numbers no longer exist, making this form very informal, very relaxed. However, if for whatever reason you need to bring those numbers back, completely possible. We can just go back again, go back and click on that settings again, click on the settings, and then I can go and click on unchecking this box. And now if I go and now test the form again, you will see that the numbers all show up again. So you've got full flexibility. You can go ahead and remove them, and you can go ahead and add them back again. Pretty neat. Now the last one, which may be the biggest one for some of you, is finally the migration tool to migrate your Google Forms over into your Microsoft Forms. And this has been a big ask from a lot of people saying that, Daniel, I am all in Microsoft Forms, but I have so many legacy forms in Google and I need to go ahead and bring them over. Can you provide me, or can you recommend me a migration tool for that? And guess what? Microsoft is providing that to you for free. Now keep in mind, there is some pre-configuration work that is required. So one of the things that you or your global admins or M365 admins has to do is first of all come into your Microsoft 365 Admin Center and specifically go into the setup, migration and imports, and find out your Google Drive migration. Over there, you will have to click on the Connect to Google Workspace. So when you click on it, you have to go ahead and do the installation and authorization into your Google Workspace. So basically, you've got to go ahead and make this connection so that if from an M365 side, you can go ahead and actually check what's on your Google Workspace. And once you make that connection successfully and make sure that you have the right permissions on both sides, you will be able to see your forms over here. And then you can successfully start migrating all your forms. So take, for example, in my case, I have these type of Google Forms. So I'll be able to slowly start migrating over my Google Forms into Microsoft Forms. Now, if you're interested in me doing a step-by-step video on it, go ahead and put that in the comments below, and I'll plan on doing that accordingly. And once again, even though I've shown this as the last item in this video, this might be the biggest item, especially for the administrators. And once again, thank you for the Microsoft Product Group for providing us this feature. Now for the bonus feature. And here you go. Very soon there will be the ability to go ahead and pre-fill the Microsoft form using a specific link. So this pre-fill link will be available soon in Microsoft Forms to allow you to populate certain fields in the form with predefined responses. And I love the example over here. This is basically an employee satisfaction survey with different options for your job role. But now you can go ahead and pre-populate what that job role is based on that specific crowd that you're going to go ahead and affect. So over here, it was for the product managers. When you send the link, the product manager radio button is automatically selected. Also in text columns, which is over here, which team are you from? If you want that Microsoft Forms already pre-populated over there, you can go ahead and do that with that pre-fill. And I am super excited about this because in Canvas apps, we are able to use deep links to go and pre-populate all the controls over there. And there was always the request, even on the Microsoft Forms side, is, hey, we built this one generic form, but we'd like to pre-populate automatically so that the one form can be used for so many other reasons. And now, thank you for the Microsoft Forms product group, because they're going to provide this pre-fill link functionality. And I guarantee you, once this feature comes out, I'll build a detailed video just for you. But this is a superb bonus feature soon to arrive. And there you have it. These are the 5 new features that are already released in your Microsoft Forms and was announced in the month of March of 2024, plus that new bonus feature, that pre-fill form functionality that is soon to arrive. And when it does, I'll build a detailed video for you. So hopefully this video helped you a little bit. Hopefully it starts giving you some ideas and gets you excited about all these new features and functionalities in Microsoft Forms and in Microsoft 365 in general. And as always, keep using Microsoft Forms. Hello, hello, hello. So if you like this video, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and smash that like button. Also, if you have a few extra seconds, can you go ahead and put in a comment? Either say something nice or give me ideas for my next video. And until then, see ya.